Hi, I'm Connor Kane, your host for The Block.
And I'm Atiana Parker, your co-host for the show.
Our show delivers stories on business, entertainment, art, technology, and sports that make San Diego special. In this episode, we feature one of the founders for the world's largest racing series and one of the most popular collectible stores in San Diego.
We also sat down with a clothing designer who followed her passion for fashion and one of the most creative artists in San Diego.
So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. We start off this episode of The Block with a company founded in the Bay Area as a magazine before opening their first location. Now expanding to San Diego, Super7 has become the spot for nostalgic merchandise as well as unique toys and apparel.
So when you first walk into a Super7 store, what our goal is for you to feel the nostalgic factor, something that hopefully we can just have a conversation about in the store. The company was officially launched in 2001 with the magazine. We covered all the topics that we felt wasn't really covered in the United States when it came to toys, movies, Japanese vintage figures. With all that in mind, we thought, why not make something out of it? Why not share it with other people who we think would be into the same stuff as we are? So Brian Flynn, the founder of Super7, also runs Hybrid Design, which is a design firm based out of San Francisco. And he threw his passion into Super7, which covered Japanese toys, sci-fi, and nerdy culture type of stuff. So one of the best-selling items in this store in particular would have to be actually this baseball boy shirt, which is rocking the old Padres colors. And being right down the street from Petco, it's been a really great shirt for us. The Super7 stores, the best way I could put it, is like a Comic-Con year-round at one location. We have a bunch of our original design shirts, which cover like nostalgic type of video games, Star Wars, sci-fi movies. We also carry our own toys. We've made ourselves and stuff we work with other companies such as Funko and Mattel. So working with Mattel, they own both the Muscle franchise and the Masters of the Universe stuff. So we thought it would be cool for Comic-Con to mash those two together, which gave us Motussle. Very retro. I'm sure a lot of the guys from the 80s would recognize both brands. That's one thing we're really excited and hopefully to expand more on. With the Muscle line, we're probably gonna do another wave of He-Man figures, Robotech, and even Alien. With the new Super7 store here, I plan on helping the toy community, outreaching to those guys, maybe do toy gatherings and trade fests, hopefully even do art shows with some of our artists and local artists as well. With the future of Super7, we're hoping to make more toys, of course, because that's what we were based off of. So hopefully more fun stuff with Mattel, more fun stuff with Funko, and maybe other big brands too. My name is Chris Buchong, I'm the manager of Super7, and you're watching The Block.
You can check out Super7 in downtown San Diego. They're located at 701 8th Avenue.
industry in San Diego. You can find everything from boutiques to designers, like the person in our next story. Finding her passion for design in junior high, she quickly became popular amongst her peers. Meet the designer behind Helvetica, Miranda Snyder.
Right now, the most satisfying thing of my business is having clients come in and they have these, visions of having these lines, and I have the skill to bring that for them, and they have no idea. My name is Miranda Snyder. I'm a business owner and a fashion designer. I own Helvetica. I got my first sewing machine when I was 12, and I made this top, and it was so bad. I just didn't know anything about fashion. I just cut a tank top shape and sewed it, and I gave it to my friend, and we couldn't even get it on her. She's like, I want to wear it, because she was amazed that I had made this thing with my hands that she could wear. Like, we were both like, we didn't buy it in a store, I made it. Like, it was really weird. And we put it on her and it ripped, so she couldn't wear it. I'm really surprised at how supportive people were, because in my eyes I was like, oh, this is kind of, I was always really hard on myself, like, oh, this isn't really that great. But then people would be like, you made this? And then their reaction is what would tell me, like, oh, am I good? Maybe I'm good, I don't know. And yeah, they dug it, and they'd be like, my friend made this, and they'd be, I have these two friends that are like my hugest supporters, and they are always having me make stuff for them. And they're always telling everybody, my friend Miranda made this, she designs clothes. Like, they're really into it. It's not easy being a designer. Like, people think, oh, you just design stuff and sell it. It's not like that. It isn't. It's blood, sweat, and tears, literally. Blood, sweat, and tears. I really like helping clients. I turn a lot of clients down, but I wouldn't mind finding more clients to help. I mean, I don't take everybody. I'll have a meeting with them first, and I'll feel them out. I'm like, do I like this person? Like, I have to be emotionally invested. So I guess a highlight would be, if clients come to me and I like them, I'm very passionate about helping them become bigger and help bring manufacturing and production and design back to America. I mean, that's super lucrative, and it's good for the economy. I'm Miranda Snyder from Helvetica, and you're watching The Block.
Miranda is currently expanding her company, creating amazing designs for her clients. You can check Miranda out at helvetica.com. Art can be found in a variety of styles all around the country, but the artist featured in this next segment truly has a style all his own. Meet Sir Froderick.
It's an everyday occurrence of being engulfed in around the art realm and wanting to pretty much produce all the time. it's all about the feeling, and that's for sure. I'm trying to create something new. It's an everyday thing. It's nothing like premeditated at all.
All right, so just go ahead and start with your name and what you do.
My name is Sir Froderick. What? I've been seeing the term contemporary comic art been thrown around, but I'm pretty much just like a comic book collagist. I like to use the onomatopoeias to represent the sound effects of what you hear in music. In Philadelphia, I used to run a business called Rare Breed. It was a graffiti shop, graffiti products, or I should say graffiti art tools of spray paint, markers, caps, and then I had like merchandise with t-shirts. The real true essence of the store was that I hosted art shows every month and tried to get people that were, doing their thing on the street and get them into a gallery sense to see, if they could take it to the next level and not out there just doing, just regular vandal work. It was a community-oriented type of feel. It had its 7-year run while I was out there. And then I moved to Boston is when I started getting into doing this collage art of cutting out comic books and representing the sound that I was doing. I was hanging out in the homie's place called The Dungeon, and inside there we all were just being creative. I had my MPC there, and I was working on the Subtle Wooly album, and then I had the opportunity to have control of making my own cover, and from that, having that opportunity with Inset Records, just having full control, whatever I wanted to put out and create the cover, I was like, damn, let me try one of the spins of this collage art that I'm doing and see if that could fly. And it ended up being like a silkscreen covered record release, and pretty much that's when it started taking off. Hands coming out, gripping, because it's like the idea of when you grab a record and you grip samples and snag out the sounds that you want. It's the same kind of idea when I apply that to my collages. I like to see a hand coming in, gripping, or letting them fall out, or pushing a button, which relates to when I'm pushing an MPC pad. I like to use the hands as a focal point to show where the action is beginning, what's coming out and being gripped. And when you look around that, you could see, the story that is trying to be told. It's just part of me. That's what I like that's how I just express myself, even taking note or acknowledging it. That's all, giving it recognition. I'm taken back by that. Constantly creating and also finding somebody that would be interested in what you do is a constant, work of art in itself. You got to chisel at it. You got to keep at it, and the consistency is the key. Trying to, create and show people what you're about is the everyday struggle, and have people to be interested, and keep their interest, and also be able to support. It's a job in itself. I go by the name Sir Froderick, or Froderick, Frederick, Froderick, and whatever how you want to call it. And I do art.
If you like what you see, you can check Sir Froderick out at sirfroderick.com.
San Diego arguably has more marathons than any other place in the country, but none equal the impact and originality of what has now become one of the nation's largest races. Here's the story behind the Rock and Roll Marathon.
Tracy Sundlun, Tracy Sundlun. I'm the Senior Vice President of Global Events. I can remember the day, I was 12 years old, I saw a discus thrower. And I was feeling my oats, I'd just won, but I thought he was doing it wrong. And I excused myself, told him what I thought. He was a very nice guy, he didn't blow me off. He tried it, and it worked. It turned out he was already the city record holder. And I knew as of that moment and wanted to help people and do things through track and field in particular and coaching. I sort of helped coach my high school team, and then I coached my way through college. I went to college wherever I was coaching. So Georgetown University started with, then moved the program to San Diego. I was the men's assistant coach at USC for 3 years, and the greatest 3 track meets I was ever involved in. I've now been in, I think, 6 Olympics. The 3 USC-UCLA dual meets. Great fun. Love the rivalry. Well, after SC, went to the University of Colorado, where I was the women's coach for a year, and then in 1980 to New York to do television for the 1980 Olympics. So we stuck in New York. We wound up coaching road running there, and one thing led to another. I was in charge of the governing body of running. After about 17 years, hooked up with a gentleman named Tim Murphy, who created and ran elite racing here in San Diego. Began to work with him to consult from New York, where I was running the Metropolitan Athletics Congress. We had this idea for the Rock and Roll Marathon, for what became the Rock and Roll Marathon. We wanted to create a major marathon. We wanted to be the largest inaugural running event. That was sort of our target. Every marathon in the world was named after a city. It was destination, it was competition. But there already was a San Diego Marathon. What would we call this? The working title was the Rock and Roll Marathon, because there's going to be music. And we'd come up with the fact, okay, what kind of music? But it was a working title. And why you couldn't have a name called rock and roll? It's hokey, it's dumb. I mean, it doesn't macho. It wasn't going to be a world's premier marathon type name. We had a couple meetings and we just never had anything better. And thank God, because that name changed the sport. In January, towards a June event, we were already at 12,000. That was our original sellout amount, but the demand was too great. So we eventually took just under 20,000. So clearly we knew we had something if we could deliver on people's expectations. How do these events change people's lives? Whether it's how much money could somebody raise, and how could they change a life that way? Or how have they changed their personal life, losing hundreds of pounds, going from a couch potato, to being fit and changing their lifestyle. All of these are marvelous aspirational ends. But what has transpired is our ability to grow, our ability to impact and help more. And the challenge is, how do we do it with the same passion? How do we make sure that we are delivering that same personal experience, that same personal touch and emotion to our people? Whereas in year one we did 20,000 in San Diego, now we have 600,000, in 31 markets. How do we make sure that they get that special experience? When you look at events and you look at things that have been successful, if you're not making changes, if you're not tweaking, even the successful things, soon it's out of date. Soon the world has passed you by. What's rock and roll 2.0 going to be? Or should we be at rock and roll 3.0? I guess you'll have to come and see one of the events in the future to find that out.
Mr. Sunland continues making his mark in the world of racing, having been named the manager of the men's track team in the 2016 Rio Olympics.
You can see the size. Show and tell, but you all talk. I'm comfortable. Call me Chris Loft and it's beat Knox. I'm like a mob boss with nice clothes for less cost. I'm too cold. Got a defrost. When you get those, don't worry, bro. Don't you worry, bro. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, bro.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of The Block.
You can catch bonus footage of the show and watch it weekly on your computer or mobile device at theblocksd.tv.
Get a behind-the-scenes look at The Block by following us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at TheBlockSD.
Stay on the ride, San Diego.
Buenos dias, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Benji.
And I'm Ati.
We're out here at 5th Avenue in Hillcrest in one of my favorite thrift stores, Flashbacks. If you're really into the 70s, 80s, and 90s, this is the place for you to be. Today we have $25 to spend, and hopefully we find something dope. But that's the beautiful thing about this store. If you look hard enough, you're always gonna find something. So come look with us.
Jules. I don't dress to impress.
Today I'm looking for some denim jackets, something around light bluish or so. I have a baby blue denim jacket, the one I'm wearing, but I don't have any regular blue, so I'm looking for something more casual. something. Well, I'm feeling this right here. You see, this is something I'm looking for. It's a little out of my price range and a little small on me, but this is the style we're looking for, ladies and gentlemen. What you got going on here?
I mean, this one, you
Ooh,
can wear this to work. It's a whole blazer.
Come on. Yep, I'm feeling that.
It's 18.
Only $18.
You want to try?
I kind of do like that.
Yeah. Let's see what's popping.
It's only $18, it seems. This is the one. Now I'm kind of small, so I'm not fitting this.
Oh my God. So you're getting rid of the fall, coming into the new. Hey.
Come on. This is me right here.
What? Black Expression 2017. Get it how you little boy.
Shout out to Black Expression. Yeah. Oh.
Is it a bit small or is this it?
Oh my God. Where a mirror at? I gotta see myself.
All right. Let's find a mirror.
That's where it's at. Woo! Come on. Yeah. See, I'm digging the bun setup right here. I'm digging this.
I mean, if you had a whole scarf going on right there, you know, finesse.
I think I might have found what I'm looking for, and I just got here. That's the beautiful thing. And that's what life's all about.
We didn't have to dig too hard.
We didn't have to dig too hard. Yeah. And it's like the right size and whatnot. It's not too big.
It's meant for you.
So this definitely took a big chunk out of my budget, but come on, I can't sing over this. This is super like Miguel.
This is very...
Miguel, little Anderson .Paak going. And that's definitely what I look forward to. I'm really into what Miguel, Anderson .Paak, Chas of Toro Moi is doing. I'm really into what Theophilus London is doing. And of course, Under 3000. Under 3000.
Restats, the great.
They open the doors for everything. Shout out to Under 3000 being the best rapper alive. No debate. Under 3000 is the best rapper alive. I said it. Come at me at the comments. I don't care. I will fight. I'm so hard.
For the summer.